Hey everyone, welcome to Is Your Six Covered. Doing a little review on the Asolo Trinity boot. Kind of being in the field of the YouTube section, where kind of in the prepper field, some of the things we forget about are just plain comforts. And comfort in a boot is very important. If you're going to be trekking through the forest or whatever the case may be, if your vehicle breaks down and you need to walk miles and miles, or if there's a solar flare, and your vehicle's wiped out and every other one is wiped out, you may be doing a lot of hiking. Whether it's on a freeway, down a water canal, or just on a trail in a beautiful forest somewhere. Hiking and walking and having the comforts of a good boot are very important. You see pictures on the internet of different boots, and it's very hard to figure out what boot is good. And a lot of the problems we have is we look at a boot and we go, man, I really like that boot. I like the color of that boot. I like the design of it. I like the way it looks. And it really isn't anything about that. I know we want to buy a boot that looks a certain way, but what we're really trying to do is find a boot that is comfortable and does what you want it to do. Whether it's a day hiking boot or a light packing boot, it's completely different than if you're going to go trek, the Appalachian Trail or whatever trail you want to hike, and say you have a 30 to 40 to 50 pound pack on. Your boot is definitely going to be different. Are you going to want something that you can put crampons on, or are you going to be going through the ice? So not one boot's going to work. You may have a couple different pairs of boots to get you through the different seasons. And this boot is a good all-around lightweight, light pack hiking boot, whether it's recreational and you're just out hiking with the family. That's where this boot excels. It's very lightweight. It's very flexible in the sole, so it has great performance on a light hike kind of basis. It has a great sole made by Vibram. Great traction, whether it's muddy, walking over wet stumps, or through sand, and any other terrain. It worked very well. I had a chance to hike the DuPont Forest, located in North Carolina, and it started to rain a little bit. But this boot, I felt comfortable with it. It's a waterproof boot, so I wasn't worried about getting, water through the seams or through the sole. And it worked flawlessly. Now, I don't have 100 miles, a million miles on this shoe yet, but from the boots that I've reviewed in the past, made by Asolo, I've had miles and miles and miles put on those, and they worked flawlessly every time. And I have a video out of that if you want to see a different one. Here's the picture of it to show what the boot looks like. If you're interested in more of a heavier pack, say 25 to 35 pounds, with a heavier, thicker sole that's less flexible than this sole, but is designed for that weight. So think about comfort, think about quality. When you look at certain stuff, there's places that you can skimp. And skimping on your feet, that basically holds up your whole body, and all the pressure and the vibrations from your pack going down your spine. You want a good quality boot. Skimp somewhere else. When you take a look, I would say the only thing that was a little bit discouraging, but probably I knew was going to happen, was having the thinner sole, the more flexible, lighter hiking kind of sole, was that on certain terrain, like say a gravel road where the rocks aren't flat, they're kind of pokey, you could feel that on your feet more compared to the other boots that I've had that were made for a heavier pack, where the sole didn't bend as easy. And all that energy on a light pack and you're hiking, being able to flex your foot like that and not have to use as much energy is nice. You know, it's less energy output, which means for a easier hike. But the thing that I think can cure all that is super feet. And I'm a huge fan of the super feet. And it's an insole that you can add. You know, you trim it to the size of the one you have in your boot, and then just slide it in. And it has so much of a better feel to it. And it has on the bottom of it, it has a hard plastic, almost like a plastic shank on the bottom that protects your soft portion of your foot inside, between the ball and the heel. And I think having that in there would have helped tremendously with just the light little rocks going through it. Now, when I was on the trail, there was no issues at all feeling any of the rocks. But that was the terrain I was in. It was dirt and rocks and tree branches and that kind of stuff that I was walking over. So there wasn't any sharp little pointy objects. And I think if I was going to do this again, I would definitely add the super feet to make this boot, you know, a 5-star in my opinion. It is a great boot. It's very lightweight. It's a pound and like an ounce or something like that. I guess it's going to depend on the size boot you have. Mine was a 10.5. But just to give you an idea, this is definitely, I'd give it a 5. I'd give it a 4-star and a 5-star with the added insert made by Superfeet. So you guys have a great day. Make sure your feet are covered along with your 6. I appreciate all you guys out there. Please share. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I hope to do some more hiking videos. But everybody out there, you guys have a great day on YouTube. And again, thanks for watching my video.